My delusional father married his affair partner 5 months after the divorce and demands that I call her mom. Now he's freaking out after knowing that my mother has a new boyfriend. I was 10 when I watched my parents' marriage implode. I came home from school to find my mom crying at the kitchen table with divorce papers spread out in front of her. My dad had already moved his stuff out that morning while I was at school. No warning, no family meeting, just gone. The next few months were brutal. My mom would put on a brave face during the day, but I'd hear her crying at night through the bedroom wall. She tried to hide it, but I knew. Meanwhile, my dad was already living with Roxanne, the woman from his office who he swore was just a friend. 5 months later, he married her. Not even a year. 5 months. At the wedding, he pulled me aside in my uncomfortable suit and said, "I know this is hard, kiddo, but Roxanne's your family now, and I need you to accept that." I remember staring at him like he'd completely lost his mind. The worst part was how he tried to replace everything from our old life. Remember that camping photo from when I was 8? The one where dad's teaching me to fish and mom's laughing in the background? He recreated it with Roxanne. Same location, same pose, different woman. Like my mom was just an actor he could swap out for a newer model. For years, he pushed Roxanne on me. Call her mom. Accept her as family. Why can't you just move on already? He'd say things like, "Your mom's doing fine. You need to let this go." As if I was the one holding a grudge for no reason. When I was 13, he asked me again to call Roxanne mom. I was doing homework at his place and she'd made dinner. He said, "Wouldn't it be nice to say thanks, mom, instead of thanks, Roxanne?" Something in me snapped. I told him I already have a mom and she didn't have to destroy anyone's home to get a ring on her finger. Roxanne's face went white. My dad sent me to my room and called my actual mom to pick me up early. He tried the whole disappointed dad routine. Said, "When you're older, you'll understand what led me to this, what drove me to make the choices I made." I'm almost 18 now. I still don't understand why hurting people who loved you was necessary. But my mom, she actually healed and moved forward. Last year, she started dating someone new. His name's Tate, and he's younger than her by like 7 years, but he makes her laugh in a way I haven't heard since I was a little kid. He teaches art at the community college and genuinely seems to care about her. I was cautiously optimistic at first, but after meeting him a few times, I realized he's actually great. He doesn't try to be my dad or replace anyone. He's just himself, and he makes my mom happy. So last week I was having dinner at my dad's place. Just casual conversation, nothing heavy. I mentioned that I'd met mom's boyfriend Tate a few times now, and he seems really solid. My dad's face went completely white. His fork literally stopped halfway to his mouth. He put it down and asked how old this guy was, how long they'd been together, if it was serious, if mom was actually happy or just trying to prove something. I looked at him confused and said, "Yeah, Dad, she's really happy. They've been together almost a year now. Tate is great." My dad's hands were actually shaking. He took a drink of water and said, "Your mother shouldn't be dating yet. It's too soon after everything. She needs to focus on herself." I just stared at him. The audacity was unbelievable. I said, "Dad, it's been 8 years since the divorce. You remarried Roxanne in 5 months. Mom waited 7 years before even going on a first date." He went completely silent. His face slowly turned red, and I could see his jaw clenching. Roxanne got up and left the room because she knew where this was going. Then he said, "It's different." I had moved on emotionally long before the divorce was finalized. I pushed my plate away and stood up. I told him, "Yeah, Dad, you moved on while you were still married to Mom. That's called cheating." His face went from red to purple. He started to say something, but I was already grabbing my jacket. As I walked out, I heard him yell that I was being disrespectful and dramatic, that I didn't understand adult relationships. I turned around in the doorway and said, "You're right, Dad. I don't understand how you can expect Mom to stay frozen in time while you get to be happy, but I'm glad she figured it out without your permission." I left, and he didn't try to stop me. He's called twice since then, but I haven't answered.